15th wonder these niggas ain't listening to me. I just keep ticking though, don't matter to me.
If you feel down on your luck, well let me talk to you. It don't matter to me, could float or walk with you. This the dark side, rapper apartheid. Knowing I'm an MC though, this a murder ride. Gas tank is empty though. Yeah, I can say peace, you can say peace. I'm so New York that I'm still praying for daisies and Griselda. Cause I'm an elder, and I so dope when these niggas was playing Zelda. Now it's Fortnite, my shit is Fortnite. Run up to Fortnite. 4 cop, 4 sight. Or maybe I got 5 sight. Got my 6 cents in the 7, nigga, I'm godlike. Smoke an 8, holding a 9, nigga, the hard life. Always sleep next to a dime, nigga, the mob life. Rubber bands on the Benjamins, gun in the holster, the middle finger's my sentiment. I'ma chuck the deuce if we cool, I'm still a gentleman. If you get cool with the snakes, you let the venom in. If you get cool with the rats, you get the sentence in.
So I got this list I'm gonna share with y'all, and obviously y'all could go check this information out if you're interested. Hold on, I gotta grab this remote. Let's see. Michelle fell back to sleep. Yeah, she was up to like 3:30. So I pulled up the list, right? I wanted to see what businesses / company or whatever you want to call them, corporations or whatever. I wanted to see what businesses in Wisconsin have the most like lawsuits, you know, for things like racism and just all that kind of stuff. And just lawsuits in general for like negative stuff, treating employees like shit or whatever. You know what I mean? So I pulled up the list. Let's see. I'll just read some of them. So here's some of the companies that have been involved in lawsuits in Wisconsin. So let's see, we got 3M. They're the ones who make that tape and stuff. Yep. So in 2023, a class action lawsuit was filed against 3M and other companies for PFAS contamination in Wisconsin. 3M proposed a $10.3 billion settlement to impacted communities. Wow. Tyco Fire Products. Never heard of them. That's part of the reason I'm doing this. I've never even heard of some of these places. In 2021, Tyco, that's Tyco, Fire Products settled a class action lawsuit over contamination from firefighting foam testing in Peshtigo. The state of Wisconsin also filed a lawsuit against Tyco for releasing PFAS into the environment. UMR Incorporated. In 2023, the U.S. Department of Labor filed a lawsuit against UMR Incorporated for denying health care claims for emergency room services and urinary drug screening. Wow. Wait, what? In 2023, the U.S. Department of Labor filed a lawsuit against UMR Inc. for denying health care claims for emergency room services and urinary drug screening. Purdue Pharma. A proposed settlement with Purdue Pharma was blocked by the U.S. Supreme Court. The settlement would have provided $8 billion to state and local governments to help fight opioid addiction. Oh, those are some of them. Let's see. Y'all want to know who has the most complaints, lawsuits, and all that? So without any delay, let's dive into our extensive compilation of the 12 most litigious or litigated companies in America. So whatever this Dominion Harbor is, they've been sued a lot. Walt Disney Company, no surprise. Best Western International, Deckers Outdoor Corporation, Boost Worldwide, and American Automobile Association. Yep. All right, y'all.
An overwhelming majority, as a matter of fact, a landslide. A majority of such force that it entitled the holder of this mandate to change everybody's life 180 degrees. So we went down in the community down on 7th Street, told some of the brothers they had been a mandate for ray gun. And he said, oh yeah? What was the final score? So they said, well, 26% of the registered voters voted for ray gun.
Dog called Ronald Reagan Ray Gun because he was dangerous. Reagan was an asshole, and he was a racist too. All right, y'all. Peace.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Cold World Podcast. Hope you're enjoying your holidays and family time. And just remember to try and give back during this holiday time. There's always somebody that is lonelier than you, or doesn't have any family, has less family than you, or they're far away from their kids, or their significant others, and just give back and be selfless. Anyway, enjoy today's podcast, and we hope that you are enjoying life.
I couldn't believe New York City, buddy. They were zipping every which way simultaneously. Somebody told me the other night, if you gave people from New York some speed, they would all go into a nod. Couldn't make it. Too low key for them. I mean, I still feel the same way. I just learned to keep my mouth closed. They still be amazing the hell out of me. But when you move somewhere, the first thing that you try to do is get in touch with the music, find out where the music is you're going to be grooving on. So I set the radio up, turned all the way down to the right, over there where they keep the black people's music. That's just a coincidence. Everywhere you go, we be over in this corner here.
It's the great Gil Scott-Heron, y'all.
Turn it over.
Check this story out, y'all. That was Marley asking me if I could read it. So this is crazy. This is out of, where is this from? Well, I'll play the clip, but so this police officer got fired for falsifying evidence, which I believe they do a lot. Leave stuff out, doctor up the police reports and all that stuff, leave stuff out. So it says, leading to wrongful arrest of a black pregnant woman. Yeah, police officer fired for falsifying evidence, leading to wrongful arrest of a black pregnant woman. Let's see. Yep, and this is a white lady cop. Let's see what happened here. I got the audio to back up my statement.
Fired just yesterday after she was accused of falsifying a confession. The Whitehall Police Department says that incident led to the wrongful arrest of a woman in October. Tonight, our 10 Investigates team discovered she was suspended just a month before she was fired for a separate incident. 10 Investigates reporter Rochelle Aline walks us through it tonight.
According to Whitehall Police, this video of a June 2024 incident led the department to suspend Officer Brooke Cano for 3 days.
Officer! I'm dying!
Hold on 1 second. What is firing somebody for 3 days going to do? Or suspending somebody for... They're probably like, cool. They probably want the little 3 days off.
Mm-hmm. Ma'am.
I don't want to hear it. Have a seat.
Ma'am, I need medical attention.
Okay, you'll get medical attention when you can.
According to an internal affairs report, Cano violated department training by failing to provide care or even assess the man in the back of this cruiser.
Right to remain
I'm
silent.
dizzy, and I need my medical attention. And I speak to the shift sergeant.
You have the right to remain silent. I'd exercise that right and just shut up.
That investigation also found that Cano violated the department's use of force policy while arresting this pregnant woman during that same incident.
Stop moving your hands. No. Put me on my stomach, I'm pregnant.
According to the Whitehall police chief, Cano's suspension happened in November. At the same time, the department was also investigating a claim that Cano falsely documented a confession that never actually happened. She was fired Thursday as a result of that investigation. The Fraternal Order of Police claims Cano is being singled out for speaking out against the chief. The FOP previously issued a unanimous vote of no confidence in Chief Mike Crispin.
If you want a reason to fire an employee, if you're Chief Crispin, you just look through video till you find something you want to make stick.
But the police chief denies that allegation.
We have to do our job to protect the community from officers who do things they should not do.
I agree with that. That's why I say that narrative of there's a few bad cops, that's old, needs to be thrown in the trash. There's more than a few bad cops out here now. All right, y'all. Y'all didn't think Styles made music like this.
Try me if you wanna. Try me. DB Cooper, Miles Carter, Rica marijuana. I heard they put a wire on you. Death before the start. On the day I die, I know I'm playing the shit. You could tell them niggas that the phantom ring. Yeah, they call me Ghost, and I'm known to float, keep a zip and a half in the random lanes. It's some random shit, let the cannon bang. Super high, never land a plane. No umbrella, I can stand the rain. I don't pop no pills, I can stand the pain. Pass the nick, pass the dime, pass the nine, pass the dub. Yeah, we super lit, getting super rich, getting super high up in the Astor Club.
What's going on?
How you doing? I'm good. About to come over there. What you got over there? That's super pop.
Let me slide with the cognac. Light it up for the insomniacs. Where the zombies at? Where the crime be at? A mafia. Where the dimes be at? String game. Where's the strings? Fast money. Where's the lanes? G'd up. Don't plan to change. Foreign land. Don't plan to ban. Foreign exchange. You'll be playing the same. I married my wife and I married the game. Married chocolate and I married Jane. I ain't 23, but I aired the game. Go.
Try me if you wanna. Try. DB Cooper, Miles Carter, Rica marijuana. I heard they put a wire on you. Death before the start. Try me if you wanna.
Michelle just asked me who Miles Carter is. I'm gonna have to check because I don't know.
Get your bladder attacked. Lung a beast too. If I gotta face you, I'ma be strapped up. That's a matter of fact.
Diggable Planets for the music interlude, y'all. Blowout Cone. Go check that album out.
In a Monday night showdown at Lambeau Field right here on WISN 12. Last year at this point, the Packers had to win the rest of their games to get into the postseason. But quarterback Jordan Love knows if his team wins tonight, they will punch their ticket to the playoffs.
It feels a lot better. Definitely a different situation. Obviously, still got to win, and you know, we talk about it all the time. You know, take it 1 week at a time. But definitely is a better position than having to try and win every game and fight for that last position, not knowing what might happen. So, you know, I think we did a better job this season, winning some games early on and putting ourselves in a better position. But we still got to go.
Drones are drawing intrigue in recent weeks on the East Coast. But the operation of the unmanned flying machines has been a growing concern for airports across the country.
Shout out WISN 12 News in Milwaukee. So this is a report on, I guess, the drones are here in Wisconsin now, too. So let's see what they're talking about.
Here in Wisconsin.
Biggest concern would be someone off the approach end of one of the runways where the airplanes are low and the drones are flying a little higher than they should.
Waukesha County Airport Director Kurt Stanich says operators need to learn the regulations before ever sending their drones skyward after a media crew's unauthorized use of a drone last week caused alarm. In the incident Friday, a Waukesha County Sheriff's deputy spotted the operator of the drone flying it over the Waukesha courthouse here, barely a half mile from the end of the Waukesha Airport runway. Have you had any incidents out here or reasons for concern?
We haven't had any incidents as far as collisions, but we've had some close calls.
Drones are restricted within 5 miles of any airport, including Waukesha, with the immediate area a drone no-fly zone. The risk of a collision is obvious.
Our big concern as the airport is the interaction of drones with regular airplanes.
Shit, maybe all them drones in the sky are podcasters and YouTubers. You know, a lot of you. I'm not saying that. It's a joke. But you know, a lot of YouTubers and stuff like that, they do use drones, like to cover their footage and stuff like that, and they'll be having drones. Not sizes of buses or nothing, but I'm just saying. But yeah, so they're here in Wisconsin now. I'm not worried about any of that stuff. Not literally scared of any of that stuff. Whatever. I got life to live. You know what I mean? But it's December 23rd, y'all. It's going to be a short little episode. You know what I mean? It's Monday. Packers play tonight, Monday Night Football. They can clinch a playoff spot. They will click a wild card spot, definitely for sure, if they beat New Orleans tonight. So if you're headed to the game, pack your patience. And make sure you fill your tank up. And don't drink and drive. Please don't drink. I mean, I know that's impossible, but as them Packer fans, I love the Packers, but I don't love all that drinking and driving that goes on up there. But yeah, so be safe if you're going to be at the game or in or around that area. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, just wanted to say good morning to y'all. And have a great day. Do something good for somebody. And enjoy today's episode. This definitely will be the last episode until we'll probably do one not New Year's Eve, but maybe the 30th or something like that. But who knows? But definitely for sure, no doubt about it, this will be the last episode to at least the 30th. So we're going to just, you know what I'm saying, take a few days for ourselves. Because y'all, you know what I'm saying, no one can deny or debate that we podcast pretty much every day. There might be one day out the week where we just don't do anything. But other than that, we're pretty damn consistent. I don't know anyone else podcasting out here that podcasts every single day. I mean, there's probably YouTubers that do stuff and stuff like that, but on Spotify, just like a true podcast, no one's shooting out episodes like we are every single day of the week. Find me somebody that is. I'm talking about like a podcaster, not a YouTuber, not a TikToker, not anyone that's posted up in front of a camera and a microphone and does all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about someone that just does straight up audio podcasts. Who's doing that every single day like me and Michelle are? And if there are, it's only a handful of people. Yeah. But we appreciate all the support. Because let's just keep it real. the podcast world, it's a sea of white podcasts for the most part. I'm saying there's black podcast, of course, there's black podcasters and stuff. I'm saying, but for the most part, we're still getting drowned by white content, whether it's good or bad. I'm just saying, like they dominate that space. You know what I mean? Say good morning, Chewy. You're trying to eat my phone. Okay, back to the episode, y'all. Do you ever stop playing, Chewy? He's always in play mode.
Might have to bring you a description that reads something like this to remind you that cracks in the sidewalk seem to expand. I can't get over. It must be dust. Flowers on the wallpaper change the size and color. Oh, brother, it must be dust. Got my back against the wall. I know there's no one there at all, but I'm looking. Does make me remember conversation between me and me and me and we'd like to have Brother Robert Gordon, the Secretary of Entertainment, bring you a little bit of the melody, because we'd like to have y'all help us with a song that we're going to do. We'd like to have the chairman of the Vibmosphere come together. The song is called Angel Dust.
Morning, baby.
Morning.
CNNs. Da-na-na. So what's going on right now?
The guy that shot the CEO is going to be arraigned this morning.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Mangione set to be arraigned on state murder and terror charges in New York. Luigi Mangione charged with 11 counts, including first-degree murder. That was kind of weird to me when it first happened, and they very first charged him. Wasn't it like second? The charge was like second degree something. I was like, what? Yeah, that's going to be...
Yeah, I think like while they were collecting more evidence or something.
They just wanted to get him charged with something right away. Damn, breaking news. House report finds Matt Gaetz paid for sex and drugs. I saw
the report's supposed to come out today.
Oh, okay, because I saw something online and I just wasn't sure. I wanted to do a little more digging to make sure it was like legit. Is it true he was saying? Well, maybe you don't know, but I'm just asking. I'm just asking in general. Is it true that he said if it comes out or whatever, he's going to start telling on other people? He said he has he knows a bunch of stuff on that people are doing, I guess, some grimy sexual stuff that other lawmakers or Congress people have been doing too. So I guess he said he's going to spill the beans if this information comes out. I saw that this weekend a couple times, but I just kept kind of scrolling.
Oh, I didn't hear that, but I believe it.
I kind of, to myself, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, yeah, I could see him doing that kind of shit.
Because he's kind of a bitch.
Right. Big time. Yeah. So, yeah, they're about to, the Mangione was, he's about to get arraigned today. Let's listen in. They got the lawyer in there and stuff talking about, shout out Kate Bolden. What's her name? Bolden. Kate Bolden on CNN. And I think Jeremy Jackson is a lawyer. And I'm not sure who the white fella name is. He's like he used to be like an FBI dude.
State, right? And if so, he's convicted and gets a death penalty, right? If it's a death penalty prosecution, what the necessity would be for the state.
And John, to the point of the small segment of people, but
I'll get his name right. Hold on.
Voice of support that have been lionizing Luigi Mangione. We saw it again even on SNL, like the audience outburst when his name was mentioned, applauding just his name being mentioned in the show, which was shocking and surprising. From your law enforcement sources and intelligence sources, how much of a concern is this going forward?
It's a big concern on a couple of levels. Number one, CEOs outside of the healthcare realm have doubled and tripled security or added security where there had been none before. Because
yeah, I'll shout his name out once they show it, but that is kind of crazy.
You're right. I think it is John Edwards.
John Edwards, I think that is right. That is kind of crazy to how like a lot of people are like kind of making dude seem like a hero almost. Because it's almost like, okay, well, he did that. He took, he took that one for the team for a lot of people that feel the way he feels about stuff. And it's like people can sit back and enjoy it or make fun of it or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And say, oh, yeah, good job or whatever, because they don't have to deal with the consequences.
Right.
They want, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to just be back and like sit back and applaud someone like that. But it's just kind of like, really though? Like y'all, like there ain't nothing. I'm not applauding that shit.
And once they publicized like his note or whatever, then people were like almost rallying behind him,
right,
for his reasons. It wasn't like he was schizophrenic and shot him or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's crazy too. What was it that happened? What was that, last night? Some lady got set on fire
on
the subway. I guess it doesn't matter like what her status was, but like somehow some people seem to feel it's different now because she was homeless. Like at first when they thought it was just like maybe some white lady, like a normal person, like everyone was up in arms. But then I've been seeing stuff. Well, will it matter now because it's coming out that she was a homeless person? She was just sleeping on the subway, and then dude just came in there and just lit her on fire. It doesn't matter what it's murder. And people are gonna throw the migrant tag on it too because dude was Venezuelan or whatever. I bet you could go online. If there's all kinds of shit that happens on them subways. White people, black people, Latin people, Asian people. Yeah. Y'all remember Bernard Getz? He shot. It was a white dude on the subway in New York. Matter of fact, some rappers used to quote dude in their lyrics and says, as a matter of fact, Redman's got a song. He said, I got an itchy finger like Bernard Getz. He shot like a couple black teens on the subway. I think it was back in like the 80s or some stuff like that. There's all kinds of crazy stuff. They were cheering the white fella that snuffed out the Michael Jackson impersonator dude. People trying to make him seem like some kind of hero.
Yeah, like wasn't he Trump's guest at some function?
Yeah, that's the other part too. Like, how does someone support that, especially knowing all the controversy behind it and knowing that a lot of people aren't okay with it, And then for you to still just go on and do all of that, and it's just so that shows that, you know, Trump and his people are for that behavior. Like, what else is one supposed to think?
Right. I saw that and I was like, okay.
Oh, shout out after you, baby.
I was just going to say it was so excessive.
Mm-hmm. Shout out my Aunt Barbara. She loves Luther Vandross. They got I guess they're doing a special on Luther Vandross. Aunt Barbara, if you're listening, check out CNN on New Year's Day. They got a Luther Vandross little documentary or special. So, yeah, love you, Aunt Barbara. Love you, Aunt Betty. Love all the family. Merry Christmas. Stay safe. Enjoy it. And, oh, yeah, Aunt Betty and Aunt Barbara, we got some gift cards for you guys, too. So we got to get those to you guys. Michelle says hi.
Good morning.
Michelle, side note, Michelle and my Aunt Betty, they're like General Hospital partners. Because my Aunt Betty loves GH and Michelle loves GH, so they'll be texting each other, talking about the episodes and stuff sometimes. It's pretty cool. All right, y'all. Back to the episode. I think Michelle's going to doze back off. You were up till 3, baby? What rabbit hole did you go down?
Well, I finished watching that one show.
Which one was that? I forgot what we were watching before we fell asleep. Or before I fell asleep.
Gone Too Soon.
Okay. Oh,
yeah. 8
yeah.
episodes. And then I started watching The Woods, which was 6 episodes.
What's that one about?
This prosecutor in Poland, like his sister was murdered at a camp that they were at like 25 years ago in the past. And it's just about like a current case he's working on somehow ties into this unsolved murder from 25 years ago.
Oh, shit. Y'all go check that out then.
That's good. It's English dubbed.
What does that mean?
You know, like it's English voices.
Oh, is it like
it was
that?
In Poland.
Oh,
it was,
okay.
Polish. It was really good. Biden commutes most death sentences for federal inmates to life in prison. 37 out of 40 federal death row inmates before Trump takes office.
Can I get a pardon?
Right.
All right, y'all. Back to the episode. Like, I'm glad for people, and so I'm, you know, just in general, like for people that really deserve one, is what I'm saying. And then you see like some of the pardons that people are getting for some of the shit they did, and they're still getting pardoned. I'm like, so it does kind of bother me because I'm sitting here like,
right.
You know what I mean? But it's just like I got to keep telling myself, dude, you did all this to yourself, though. So that's what makes me just accept it when I'm seeing all this going on. I got to keep reminding myself of that. Because it does bother me when I'm seeing all this. So.
And you're almost done.
Right. For the most part, I'm over the hill and I'm on the way down. So, yep. All right, y'all. Back to the episode. Because Trump's talking shit now. I heard him and Elon are butting heads a little bit. Trump says something about he can't be president or something because he wasn't born in this country or some shit.
Saying something slick.
I love to see them two start going at it. I get the popcorn and watch them two drag each other down.
what's that music? It's playing on the radio. Say, what's that music? Whoa, I hear it everywhere I go. And I don't think I've ever seen another music that can make me feel like that music is playing in my heart.
Peace and blessings. Thanks for listening to today's episode. And it's the holiday season, so make sure you're checking in on your loved ones. Michelle always says, do something good for somebody. It really don't cost nothing. But yeah, it's a holiday season, and I think we could all use a little holiday cheer. The year's been rough and tough, and it's the perfect time to celebrate family and friends and all that stuff. So let's make this world a little better this holiday season. And Michelle and I just want to say thanks for listening. Stay safe this holiday season and love on your people. And our Christmas gift from you guys could be to spread the word. If you're enjoying our podcast, just spread the word. And that could be our gift from you. And our gift to you will be to keep doing our best, entertaining, providing information, talking about real stuff like we always do. And as long as you guys are listening, we'll continue the podcast. We appreciate it. Enjoy the holidays and the upcoming year. And with that, peace and thanks for listening. We appreciate everyone that's listening. And this is Billie Holiday. So, shout out Roman Reckless. She's a van lifer. She travels not only the country, but the world, and her Defender. And her dog, Taz. Rest in peace, Blue, her other dog. Yeah, Maria does good work. Shout her out. And shout out Nomadic Introvert. We played a little clip from that the other day. You know what I mean? Not that these YouTubers need the help at all, because they're killing it. They're doing real well for themselves. But Michelle and I really like these YouTubers. We support them because we don't watch a ton of them. There's only about maybe a couple handful of YouTubers and podcasts and stuff we listen to. Shout out Murder with My Husband. We like that. Shout out 90s Crime Time. Shout out Sisters Who Kill. That's a black lady podcast. Not sure where they're from. That's why I'm like sounding like I'm confused. Trying to remember where they're from. I'm not exactly what state they're from, but shout theirs out. Shout out Annalise 10 to Life. Yeah, with Annalise, I think her name is. She does good work too. Crime Junkie, of course. And yeah, those are some of the ones we listen to. I might be forgetting some, but it ain't that many. And we're super picky. But shout her out. We'll see what she's getting into for a second. I'm going to play about maybe a minute, and then we'll get back to the episode. And then we're going to check the stats to see who's been checking with us and with us this month. All right, y'all. So let's see what's going on here. Her name was Maria. Y'all go check out Roman Reckless on the YouTubes.
All right, good. Gosh, seatbelt. Come on. Excuse me. We are in the middle of Pennsylvania right now, making that state number 34 on the 50-state road trip. We're getting through it, you guys.
Word. Shout out Pennsylvania. She's in y'all state. And shout out our Pennsylvania listeners. Who knows? Maybe Maria's listening.
You know what I We're about to cruise. The day started off super cold and rainy, but I just got a weather alert that we are in the middle of a winter storm warning now. So, it says severe weather incoming. I just stopped at Lowe's to walk Tasmania around. It's kind of like my little hack in the winter, especially when it's like super brutal weather, winter storm warning type weather. I just like to walk her around a Home Depot or a Lowe's so that she's still getting like an hour of exercise.
Looks like she's making a salad. So if y'all hear chopping and stuff, yeah, she lives in her Defender, like straight up lives in her shit all year long. Cooking chicken, giving some chicken to the dog.
Okay, well, it's a dill salad, not a Caesar. Whatever, still good. I must have seen creamy and thought it said Caesar. Why are we putting croutons in salad? You tell me. It's a liability. They're sharp. They tear up the roof of your mouth. Zero nutritional value.
They do tear the roof of your mouth up like Cap'n Crunch cereal.
Square thing that's going to shred the roof of your mouth for fun, and it doesn't even taste good. That's what a crouton is. Is that a word? Agreement? That Poe does need an interior rebuild refresh. But here's where I want your opinions is I would love to know if it was your Defender, what would you do to the interior? What changes would you make? Obviously, it's a very simple setup. It runs like
Poe is the name of her Defender. She gave it a name. She's cleaning it out.
Lift up to storage containers below. I have the floating wood piece that can come over here if I want to extend the bed at all. I have my awful countertop with the sink that I ripped out and never replaced. Also never sealed any of this properly, so it looks like that. Listen, it served me super well for a couple of years. This was just built by my friend and I in his garage, like neither one of us were professionals, so while like not everything lines up perfectly and you know it's like a little cumbersome in some areas, it's been a fantastic build in my opinion, and gosh, you are my savior. Good girl. You are so freaking cute. Are you joking in your little puffy blanket? Are you the cutest girl? Is this table gonna freak you out? I hope not. He's like one of the most influential producers in like all of music history, and he also produced the License to Ill, my most favorite album of all time. I swear one day I will shut up talking about the Beastie Boys, but Rick Rubin did produce their License to... Anyways, so this is like a perfect thing for my new table. Thank you to Jackery for sponsoring today's episode. As you guys know, I'm a long-time user of Jackery. I actually built my entire rig around the Explorer 2000 Pro at first. Later on, I upgraded to the 3000 Pro, but I've been loving the 1000. Come on, kiddo. Let's go. It looks like the snow turned into rain in the middle of the night last night. And it's warming up, so that's actually good because all of the snow is starting to melt. We're on the Appalachian Trail right now. I'm gonna do a little bit of a hike before the sun sets. Even though sun is setting so early these days, I feel like my days are gone by the time I like wake up and get around. But that's winter camping for you. Yeah! You wanna go hike?
So I got this list I'm gonna share with y'all. And obviously y'all could go check this information out if you're interested. Hold on, I gotta grab this remote. Let's see. Michelle fell back to sleep. Yeah, she was up to like 3:30. So I pulled up the list, right? I wanted to see what businesses / company or whatever you want to call them, corporations or whatever. I wanted to see what businesses in Wisconsin have the most like lawsuits, you know, for things like racism and just all that kind of stuff. And just lawsuits in general for like negative stuff, treating employees like shit or whatever. You know what I mean? So I pulled up the list. Let's see. I'll just read some of them. So here's some of the companies that have been involved in lawsuits in Wisconsin. So let's see, we got 3M. They're the ones who make that tape and stuff. Yep. So in 2023, a class action lawsuit was filed against 3M and other companies for PFAS contamination in Wisconsin. 3M proposed a $10.3 billion settlement to impacted communities. Wow. Tyco Fire Products. Never heard of them. That's part of the reason I'm doing this. I've never even heard of some of these places. In 2021, Tyco, that's Tyco, Fire Products settled a class action lawsuit over contamination from firefighting foam testing in Peshtigo. The state of Wisconsin also filed a lawsuit against Tyco for releasing PFAS into the environment. UMR Incorporated. In 2023, the U.S. Department of Labor filed a lawsuit against UMR Incorporated for denying health care claims for emergency room services and urinary drug screening. Wow. Wait, what? In 2023, the U.S. Department of Labor filed a lawsuit against UMR Inc. for denying health care claims for emergency room services and urinary drug screening. Purdue Pharma. A proposed settlement with Purdue Pharma was blocked by the U.S. Supreme Court. The settlement would have provided $8 billion to state and local governments to help fight opioid addiction. Oh, those are some of them. Let's see. Y'all want to know who has the most complaints, lawsuits, and all that? So without any delay, let's dive into our extensive compilation of the 12 most litigious or litigated companies in America. So whatever this Dominion Harbor is, they've been sued a lot. Walt Disney Company, no surprise. Best Western International, Deckers Outdoor Corporation, Boost Worldwide, and American Automobile Association. Yep. All right, y'all.
An overwhelming majority, as a matter of fact, a landslide. A majority of such force that it entitled the holder of this mandate to change everybody's life 180 degrees. So we went down in the community down on 7th Street, told some of the brothers there had been a mandate for ray gun. And he said, oh yeah? What was the final score? So they said, well, 26% of the registered voters voted for ray gun.
Dog called Ronald Reagan Ray Gun because he was dangerous. Reagan was an asshole, and he was a racist too. All right, y'all. Peace.